Be sure to comment, subscribe, and click the notifications bell.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, what's up guys? JD Venom here, part of Venom Nation Wrestling, and this is my NXT review for tonight. NXT coming off the heels of one of the best takeovers of all time, a top 3 takeover in NXT Takeover Chicago. Before we begin here, be sure to leave a thumbs up like that, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and like the Facebook page, where both links are down below. This is how you'll stay in contact with me whenever I do go live, or whenever a video is uploaded. You will be notified first to view my videos here on my channel. Tell your friends and family to come and join the Venom Nation Wrestling here on YouTube. And I'm trying to get a little feel, guys, if you guys want me to go live after every event to review. I'll go live after NXT. I'll go live after SmackDown and Monday Night Raw. If you guys want me to do that, let me know in the comments. That's the only way I can know if you guys want me to do that or not. Also, as well, go check out my Monday Night Raw reviews, which Monday Night Raw was a fucking piece of shit. So I don't know if you actually want to go check that review out. But if you want to be, you know, bored with the review, if you want to see the most boring review in the world, go check that fucking review out. But if you want to check out a better review from last night, SmackDown, definitely check out my SmackDown live review. Also, as well, I do have some news for you guys here for this Friday's Getting Over podcast. Got some news on a particular talent that WWE is after, not named Adam Cole, and they're actually highly seeking after this individual as well if his contract is not up with his current company here. I'm not going to give any spoilers on who it may be, but yeah, this guy is very highly sought after, even more than Adam Cole, from what I am being told right now. So definitely be prepared for Friday's Getting Over podcast. But that's outside of that, that's all I have here before we begin tonight's review. This is going to be a short review, guys. I mean, this is going to be a very, very short review. I don't even know if we're going to make it 10 minutes. I'll be quite honest with you. I don't know if this makes 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe 15 minutes at the most. But tonight was a recap show. As they do after NXT takeovers, they basically do recap shows of whatever, you know, whatever takeover that they're at. We got 3 matches tonight, and they were all in the All-State Arena before takeover began on Saturday. We did start up tonight here of Aleister Black versus Kurt Hawkins. Surprisingly, he was in action against Aleister Black, and what's funny about it was because it was a SmackDown pay-per-view the next night, and NXT was on the road, so why was Kurt Hawkins, a Raw superstar, being asked to go to Chicago? Yeah, I mean, they couldn't get a SmackDown guy over there, but I guess Kurt Hawkins, he's like, you know, you can't get if Jinder Mahal wasn't part of, you know, if he wasn't being pushed to be WWE champion, I guess he would have been there, but Kurt Hawkins was there against Aleister Black. Aleister Black is over as shit. You know, Chicago was very, very, very excited for this guy. Very good match. Very good match here for Aleister Black, to showcase Aleister Black. Well, it wasn't like no fucking Tyler Bate or Pete Dunne or anything of that nature, but it was a good match to showcase Aleister Black in front of the Chicago crowd. They ate up what he did. You know, I love what Aleister Black does, you know, when he starts off, you know, the match where, you know, when he's about to go for a moonsault, and basically does a, you know, he's lands his moonsault, sits in the middle of the ring, Indian style position. I love the way he gets into the ring now, where he just, you know, flips over, does a forward roll into the ring, and immediately transitions into the Indian sitting position. So very good stuff from Aleister Black. He has a nice moonsault, springboard moonsault on Kurt Hawkins. Kurt Hawkins got some offense in here. Of course, he didn't look like a total jobber, but wasn't good enough, of course. Black mass kick, roundhouse kick to Kurt Hawkins for the win for Aleister Black. We did get a recap of everything here tonight, of all the matches at NXT Takeover Chicago. The first recap here was DIY and AOP. Again, just to put the match in synopsis of what we saw at Takeover. Very good match. Not match of the night, But very damn good match. Great storytelling in that match. After, of course, we know that Tommaso Ciampa turned heel on Johnny Gargano. And they showed a WWE.com exclusive where they show Johnny Gargano being put on the stretcher, being, taken to an ambulance and leaving the Allstate Arena. The doctors will not release any information on the status of Johnny Gargano's injury. So that's where we're at with that particular storyline. After that, we got a promo from Ember Moon. And Ember Moon, who is injured, of course, as we know, with the shoulder injury. Ember Moon says Chicago, and this is before the pay-per-view was taking place. This is when they were getting the ring set up and everything. And Ember Moon says that Chicago was the breaking point of her indie career, where she got her big moment. She returns to Chicago as an NXT superstar and remains on the sidelines for her injury. She thought of coming to terms of being injured, but seeing the ring being set up and the chairs being set up, it sucks. She says that it sucks, and that she doesn't like feeling like this because obviously she wanted to be there. But she said that tonight may be the night that Ruby Riott or Nikki Cross could be the new NXT Women's Champion, but there's nothing that she can do about it. A selfish part of her wants Asuka to retain the title so that she can take the title from Asuka that is so near and dear to her heart. She says that time heals all wounds, but battle scars last forever. So, of course, definitely did not see the last of Asuka and Ember Moon. You will like to think that's going to be the next feud for NXT Takeover Brooklyn. I will say that is possibly a 90 to 95% chance of that match happening at NXT Takeover Brooklyn. Now, is Asuka gonna lose? As I said once, and I'll say it again, I will not have Asuka lose. But right now, the way that they're building up Ember Moon, and just with this little promo here, she's gonna take the title of Asuka. I don't agree with it. I will have Asuka stay undefeated until she at least gets to the main roster, but the way that's going right now, Asuka, may still retain, or who knows, maybe WWE, NXT at times, they like to pull swerves on us. There was that one time where, where we thought that, Nakamura was going to retain the title, but Samoa Joe got the fucking title back. So, so we have had those things before has happened. So, but for sure, it's gonna be an interesting feud. Both women can wrestle their ass off. I just personally think that Asuka should stay having the title. But let me know what you think about that down in the comments. After that, we saw a recap of the NXT Women's title match where Asuka won, where she defeated Nikki Cross and Ruby Riott. Then we saw a recap of Eric Young versus Roderick Strong, and where Roderick Strong won his match against Eric Young. I actually thought Eric Young was going to win that match because I just thought that they were going to try to build up a underdog type of story with Roderick Strong, as they do many, many times in WWE. But glad to say that I was wrong. And I was actually surprised that Roderick Strong was the first guy to fucking pin Eric Young cleanly in the ring. I mean, I knew at the time that he was the first guy to win, to beat Eric Young, to have Eric Young lose in this case to Roderick Strong, but I thought they were going to keep Sandy Strong at least for a few more, at least for this pay-per-view at least. But hell, if I'm wrong, so it is what it is. So after that, we did get another WWE.com exclusive from Roderick Strong, where Roderick Strong says, "You can jump me, you can assault me, you can leave me laying, but when you bring my family into it, nothing will stop me." And Eric Young learned that. The next step for me now is the NXT Championship. So Roderick Strong may have his eyes on the NXT Championship. Is he going to get a match against Bobby Roode next? Possibly. I will say that's definitely a possibility. I got to see on how the tapings come up with this here. I would like to say probably so. But it wouldn't shock me if it's Drew McIntyre. It wouldn't shock me if it's Aleister Black. It wouldn't shock me if it's Aleister Black and Drew McIntyre, as I proposed. It could be a triple threat match between Aleister Black, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Roode. Could we see a fatal four-way, perhaps, at NXT Takeover Brooklyn. I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, the NXT tapings are not done as of yet. So yeah, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see on that. After that, we got the Velveteen Dream, aka Jordan Clark, has debuted finally in NXT. Well, has re-debuted, I should say. He was already debuted in NXT, but as the Velveteen Dream gimmick, he has finally debuted. Now, one thing I want to say is that, one, I didn't want to judge it. Two, I see it. One thing I can say is that he has improved tremendously in the ring. He got some reaction. He got boos. He did get boos. He did get some reaction from a Chicago crowd. And of course, a tough no city like Chicago, won't really take well to this gimmick. So they were booing him. For what I saw from him, the theatrics from him doing this and all that, I liked it. For the most part, it wasn't horrible bad. I liked it. I'm gonna give it time. Velveteen Dream, he hit a beautiful elbow drop from the top rope. I don't know if I'm actually overrating it. It's better than fucking CM Punk's elbow. CM Punk had a horrible elbow drop. Bayley doesn't have a great elbow drop, but the way that Velveteen Dream does his elbow drop, I like it. It's just he gets enough height. He doesn't move too much. It's just a good elbow drop is if you're just standing still in the air, not moving at all. Kind of like Macho Man's elbow. Macho Man, he did a little of this, but most of his body was just still. I don't like the flailing elbow drops. I just don't like it. But he has a decent elbow drop, and that is his top rope finisher. The elbow drop. He beat some jobber. I don't know his name. It doesn't matter. But he beat some jobber enhancement talent for the NXT brand for the 1-2-3 pinfall. And after the match ends, well, actually during his entrance, his theme song, let me know, guys, because I know I'm not the only one that was thinking this. His theme song sounds like Orlando Jordan's TNA theme song, Simply the Greatest. Simply the Greatest. I get hints of that in this theme here with Velveteen Dream, and he kind of has the Orlando Jordan troll hair as well. So let me know what you think about that, guys. Let me know what you think about that. After that, we get another highlight of Pete Bay. Wow, what the fuck I just said. Pete Dunne. My notes are all fucked up here. I put Pete and Bates. I didn't put Pete versus Bate. I don't know why I would do that. I don't know why I put Pete Dunne's first name and Tyler Bates' last name in here, but I did it though. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate recap. If you did not see this match, you owe yourself to go see this match. This is the match of the year so far in WWE. I was a little wishy-washy at the time when I first did the review, because it was like right after the pay-per-view, and I was like, oh my god, I'm still in shock about this match. It's a 5-star match. It is match of the year so far in WWE. You owe yourself as a wrestling fan to watch it if you have not watched it already. It has everything that you want. It has the slow build. It has drama. It has high spots. It has hard-hitting action. It has a great story that's being told. Jim Ross is on commentary as well with Nigel McGuinness, so it makes it all better. You owe yourself to watch that match as a wrestling fan. If you haven't. If you've been living on a rock, if you haven't seen that match, you gotta go see that match for sure. After that, there was another WWE.com exclusive where Dunn says that since January he saw Tyler Bate living a dream, knowing that the UK Championship was his. He said that I told you that I was gonna walk away the champion, and now everything is mine. So where we go from here with Pete Dunne, we'll see. We'll see in the next up and coming few weeks for the UK Championship. After that, we saw Bobby Roode versus Hideo Itami segment there where they recapped the match. Of course, Bobby Roode won this match. Very, very good NXT Championship match. Both men look great. Go check out my NXT review if you want to hear more about that. Next week, we're going to be getting a glorious celebration, which I am going to review here on the channel, of course, of Bobby Roode's NXT Championship celebration. Finally, we got our main event of Drew McIntyre versus Wesley Blake. Drew McIntyre wins his match with a single leg Yakuza kick. Wesley Blake was trying to get some offense on Drew McIntyre. And, of course, he did get a little bit of offense there. Chicago crowd was very, 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 very pumped for Drew McIntyre as well. McIntyre in this match hit a D'Lo Brown Sky High powerbomb, which was fucking great. And it was vicious from him. Speaking of vicious, he is a fucking nasty headbutt, as he's being known and famous to do, in the wrestling ring. His headbutt is, I don't know. I don't know whose headbutt's more vicious, him or Jack Gallagher. I would like to see them do a double headbutt to each other. The fucking world may explode if that fucking happens. But Drew McIntyre wins with a single Yakuza leg kick. And the Chicago fans were very behind Drew McIntyre, also as well of Aleister Black. And the fans were legitimately booing Velveteen Dream. So, overall here, the match, or not the match, but the match was decent. The match was decent. I mean, it wasn't like, fucking fantastic, but it was decent between McIntyre and Wesley Blake. But McIntyre's a fucking beast. That's all I can fucking say. He's a fucking beast, guys. But guys, that is it for me. That is your NXT review from tonight. It was just a recap show. We're a little, like I said, I thought I was going to be here at 15 minutes. We're just a little bit over 16 minutes, guys. So, that is it. If you did like this here, be sure to leave a thumbs up on your way out. Let me know if you guys want me to go live. I will go live on this channel for reviews. I may start beginning next week or beginning on Monday. So, let me know. I'm going to keep reminding you guys. I just need a few people to say, yeah, go live. All right. You know what I mean? I just need that reassurance from you guys. But that is it. And I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great, great day. Peace out.